Hello and welcome to the Electrify America station here in Woodbury, Minnesota. This is the only Electrify America station in Minnesota so far, but we do have a good variety here, plenty of CCS spots, a couple that are up to 350 kilowatts, and then we do have one CHAdeMO station. And right now we are plugged in to the CHAdeMO, and at about 80%, we're still pulling about 40 kilowatts. So pretty good charge rate, even though we live not too far from here, so don't need much charge. Just taking advantage of the Labor Day weekend, checking out the CHAdeMO adapter for Teslas, and the station that is free over Labor Day. So pretty cool. My friend John has the CHAdeMO adapter, and he's letting us borrow that. Kind of showed us with how he got his set up, and then we just pulled in and plugged right in, and it's working great. No need to swipe a card or anything this weekend, as over Labor Day weekend, EA is free. So good deal there. The process was simply plug the charge port into the adapter. Once it's snug and connected, and then plug it into the car, and then normally you would have to then start the charge session on the pedestal, but today, again, with the free charging, it just started right up and only took a couple, maybe 30 seconds to start communicating and actually charging the vehicle. So good there. All right, it's the next week. As I was editing that video from Labor Day, it was great, it was cool, but it was also a pretty unusual situation where Electrify America would be free for the weekend and you wouldn't have to log on. So I thought I'd come back here and actually download the app and initiate a charge as you would normally and see how that goes. All right, so I just downloaded the app. I'm gonna create an account here. First name, last name, preferred name, so I can have my pseudonym here on there. Okay, we got the terms of use, which I'm sure everyone read thoroughly. Verify through your email, which ideally you would do this before you actually got to the chargers. I'm kind of doing it here for continuity of video, but this is a dumb way to do it. Just verify the email. All right, it wants to give you all the notifications and all that stuff. And I'm gonna go with the no monthly fee version because I'm using this as a demonstration and may never use it again. Unless Tesla comes out with a CCS, and I might. So in this plan, it's 43 cents per kilowatt hour and 32 cents per minute when it's priced per minute, and an idle fee of 40 cents per minute. I will auto load 10 bucks on there and fill in my card information, which I'm not going to share with you. Boy, I hope I remember to cut this part out. Add to Apple Wallet. Yeah, I'm going to do that. There is a card reader on the pedestals, but now that I've got the app set up, I should be able to, according to this, at the charging station, use your digital membership pass by opening Apple Wallet or the Electrify America app. Then tap your phone on the contactless reader on the right side of the charger. Look for the symbol below. And it's got the little Wi-Fi reader symbol. So, done. All right, now it wants me to personalize my driving experience. I don't really care about this, but I do want to finish setting this up. So, we'll fast forward again. Come on. And again, this is why you wouldn't do this in the parking lot. Do it before you go on your trip. And also, if you're going to use other chargers, especially other CCS or level 2s, find out on PlugShare what chargers are going to be in that area, download and set up those apps in advance too. I also have ChargePoint for most of my level 2 stuff I do. So now it knows where I am because I'm in the app and it's saying Walmart in Woodbury, Minnesota. Great. So now let's see if this thing will actually charge. So now we'll get the CHAdeMO adapter out. Thanks again to John for loaning this to me. Plug it into the car and then we'll start the session on the pedestal. And this is beefy and not super flexible. All right, that's connected. And it does seem like a lot of weight to put on your car. All right, I got the blue flashing there, and now I'll start the session. Bringing the phone up, and let's see, tapping here, Electrify America. And we get a beep, and it says it's done. processing payment on the screen. Payment authorized. It said payment authorized a second ago, now initiating charging. I'm hearing the contactors go off. And it looks like we are, all right, have we started? Oh, it does say charging. Up in the top corner here it says charging. So let's look in the car and see what our actual info is. And we've got green right there. And charging, and that's pretty slick. So again, because this is near our home, I'm not going to do a full session. This was just set it up, make sure it works, make sure the adapter works, and I can fumble my way through that. It is a little cumbersome, but it's not terrible. So it does go to this screen, and we'll touch to return. And because we're just testing this out, we are gonna charging cost. Let's see, $14.19.
You haven't charged that much yet.
For 4 minutes. I hope it's not that much. Oh, maybe it's estimating. Still, that's very expensive. So this is not your budget option. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so let's stop this. And please unplug. Charging time, 4 minutes, 44 seconds.
So
13 minutes.
You don't want to finish it, do you?
Oh, I don't know. And I guess it's ready for the next person. So let's check on the app then on what it was charging. Right now it's saying no charge history, but we'll take a look at the app when I get home. Maybe it just takes a while to update. So we'll check on this when we get back. So it's great to know this works, and it's a good backup for the supercharger network if you need it, and if you have the CHAdeMO adapter. Now most people will pretty much stay to the supercharger network. I usually do. But it's good to know this option exists, also that level 2 options exist. As we got John hooked up with the free charging on Labor Day, a woman with 3 kids in the car pulled up across the way, and the kids got out, they were kind of talking to their mom, and then came over and asked if they could take a look at the Tesla. They were very excited about it. John was very cool and let them check out the car, showed the frunk, and of course at the end they wanted to make sure they got a picture with the Tesla too. So pretty cool to see the enthusiasm that kids have for electric vehicles and Teslas. And for now, let's go back to me on Labor Day. We've had a lot of different vehicles here today. A couple Bolts stopped by and were charging. They both came and went. It was interesting to talk to the Bolt owners when we were here. I didn't want to be rude and bring up the recall, but the first Bolt owner that was here made the joke that he parked a space away because he didn't want to catch us on fire. Other than that, they seemed to be enjoying the car and not too concerned about it. The second Bolt owner that showed up was also kind of joking about it a little bit, but he was a tad more frustrated because he said he needed to drive about 150 miles a day for his job, and he bought this car to do that trip. And with the restrictions that they're suggesting with the recall of not charging past 90% and not going below 70 miles of rated range, it was pretty much unworkable for him. So pretty frustrated in that he bought the car for a reason, and with those restrictions it isn't up to its daily tasks. So he was kind of ignoring those, and I'm sure doing the best he could to stay within them, but you know, he was saying, this is real life, this is my only car, and this is what I have to do. So hopefully the recall gets moving soon and Bolt owners are properly taken care of. And then right now we've got an ID.4 charging. Lots of blue today, which is great. And the owners were pretty cool. They'd only had the vehicle for a few weeks, but seemed to be enjoying it so far. I had to kind of check it out because my wife thinks it's super cute. I don't know if it'll be in our garage anytime soon, but always good to look at it. Now those people, if I remember correctly, were talking about how they want to road trip the car a little bit and maybe go up to Lake Superior on the North Shore there. And so we were talking a little bit about charging and infrastructure, and this is the fastest charger for CCS vehicles in the state, but hopefully that expands in the next year or so. And when I first pulled in here, there was a Harley Davidson Livewire charging. Great to talk to Kyle and hear his experience so far with the Livewire. He seems to be really enjoying it. And as it pulled out, it was completely silent. A little strange, but pretty cool to see. Last year at Fully Charged Live, we caught the Livewire that they had on display there where people were able to rev it up, but cool to actually see one in the wild here. And the fun thing about coming back here is we're seeing even a new kind of vehicle. The Polestar is over here charging, and it's fantastic to see one of those in the area. I've heard they were around and you could do some test drives, but never actually seen one in person, so pretty cool. So great to see some other EVs for a change, and we have a very brave contractor with Electrify America here doing his best to get rid of some wasps that were back in the cabinet area. Glad he's here taking care of that, and we won't be having wasp troubles in the future. But we're about charged up here and ready to take off. So thank you to John for loaning us the adapter and showing us how it's done. And thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next one.